Hey, my name is Zach, and I'm gonna draw my life. Actually, I'm gonna do a pop-up book. So, here we go. I was born and raised in Portland, Oregon. I have a dad, mom, and 2 younger sisters, and we also had a dog named Lucy and a goldfish that I thought was gonna live forever, but it didn't. My mom homeschooled my sisters and I, while my dad worked out of the home office, so we were a really close family. My mom is a really good cook and makes the most amazing meals ever. 2 great things happened to me when I was 7 years old. First, I became a Christian, and second, I discovered the home video camera. I started filming movies with my sisters, but they didn't really enjoy it because I was a really mean director and I got mad all the time. Yeah. So when I was 12, we moved out of the city to a farm. Whee! My dad built most of the house himself, and while we were building it, we lived in a motorhome. My dad is Chinese, which means that he made all my sisters and I learn piano. Sometimes we had to practice 3 hours a day. I didn't always like playing the piano that much, but I'm glad we did. It taught me hard work and impresses the ladies. Well, I never had a girlfriend, but yeah. Okay, anyways. It was pretty cool growing up on a farm, but our family wasn't complete yet. One night we were driving home from a dinner, and our family was like, we should adopt somebody. We spent the next year preparing to adopt this little girl from China named Yi. Finally, we flew to China as a family and picked her up. We spent a month there and we saw the Great Wall of China, the Forbidden City, and had lots of Chinese food. Adopting Katie into our family is the coolest thing I've ever experienced. So my grandpa, who kind of looks like a pirate, wanted to get me a car. But I asked him if I can get a computer instead, and he said yes. So I got Final Cut, I read all the manuals, and I asked to film weddings for free. Eventually, people started paying me for them, and I kept buying more film gear. I also had this cool job on the weekends where I popped kettle corn at fairs. It was the best gig ever because I could eat all the popcorn I ever wanted. Later in high school, I raised enough money to go on a missions trip to Africa, where I was the cameraman. One day on the trip, I was filming in a field and got way too close to a hippo, and he chased me back to the bus. That was the last time I remember peeing my pants. It was time for me to go to college, and I really wanted to go to the Biola Film School. So I applied to Biola University, and I got in, but I wasn't accepted into the film program. I was pretty sad, because film was all I wanted to do. But I went to Biola anyway as a music major. Eventually, I realized I could just sneak into film classes and get the teacher's signatures to add that class. I did that for the next 4 years and finally got my major switched over to film when I graduated. While I was at Biola, I lived in a dorm called Haven, and that's where I met the VFX bro. He lived right across the hall from me, and we started making movies together. When I was a freshman, I started a website and a YouTube channel called Final Cut King, and I posted video tutorials online for free. A lot of people asked me to teach them Final Cut, so I'd wake up early in the morning and teach people how to edit via Skype. But then I realized I could create a video training course so I didn't have to teach people over and over. I started selling the training on my website, and that's when I first started making an income from the internet. It's kind of weird now that I think about it. The VFX bro and I started hanging out and messing around with visual effects, and eventually posted some videos that got millions of views, and we were shocked. We didn't know what we were doing, but we were having a blast. So the last couple years have been the most incredible and unpredictable adventure ever. A lot of people think that my life is easy and everything comes naturally, and I like to pretend that it is. But what you don't see is the all-nighters that we do each week and the countless and tedious hours of learning new software to create a video. I don't know what the future holds, but making videos is my passion, and I feel alive when I'm being creative. And I'm going to keep doing whatever it takes to pursue my dream of being a movie director. Hey, thanks for watching the video. We wanted you to comment below something cool that you've done recently, and something you want to do before you die. And if you're curious how we made this video and the effects in it, you can always click right here and check it out. And if you've got a minute, come by and say hi on my Facebook or my Twitter page. Until next time.